So if we're trying to make an impact, if we're truly trying to make impact, curiosity is the way, right? Not being an all-knowing being.
And that's a really good example because I think sometimes you'll get especially when you're talking body language and
Yeah.
tone, it's like, well, the words don't actually matter. The words do matter, but
Hmm.
where you're right is that when there is that connection, it's more of how I felt. You know, two people probably walk away and they'll summarize the conversation differently, but they're going to say,
Hmm.
this made me feel this way, or I could do this, and that's why it went so well or so poorly,
Yeah.
or so that I agree with you wholeheartedly there.
Yeah.
When we started our conversation, you mentioned people sometimes at the end of their life will look back and wish they had done something or done something differently or have a regret. Kind of in that vein, is there a way that you like people to describe what you do for them, how you show up for them when you're not around, and saying, you know, Shayna did this for me, and you need to know about it, or she was so
Yeah.
great because of this. How do you hope that people
Yeah.
talk about you when you're not there?
Yeah. I hope that people talk about how, and like, the fact that I helped them or empowered them or taught them or helped them to create practices around being intentional. So somebody asked me this just the other day, and I was like, if you just want to say that Shayna, the foundation of Shayna's work is intentional leadership and living, and do it in that order because of the way our brains work. To explain in 10 seconds what I do, because we've been so wired and programmed to look at our lives in very specific ways, and I'm actively blurring the lines, right? But yeah, I would say that someone saying, "Yeah, Shayna helped me live is helping me live my life more intentionally and connecting to more joy in my life." That would be like like, I also just love listening to people describe what I do.